Guys, I am back. It is me, Reality with Krista Marie, and I have not been here in like 2 weeks, guys. So I'm going to bring you guys Atlanta recap, a little bit of a recap, catch up, I guess we'll call it. As long as my glasses aren't too, yeah, screw that, can't see. Okay, so we're going to do Atlanta recap, and then we're going to talk about some Bravo stuff. And nobody's here yet, so I'll give you guys time. So like, if you guys have not subscribed, hit the like, comment, subscribe. Do all the stuff, share. Please hit your notifications because when you get the notifications, you'll know every time I go live. Because we're live right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And nobody's here yet. But I am going to get into some Bravo stuff, but I will give you guys a couple minutes. Yeah, I haven't been here in a couple weeks. I kind of miss everyone. Even though I talk to everybody in chat, I feel like I'm like out of the loop. There's a lot going on. There was Jersey last night, reunion part 2, which is wild. I can't wait for part 3. I'm like just leaving. There we go. I can't wait for part 3. That's going to be the most interesting one for me and the most telling one. And I'm going to be live with you guys probably like right after that. And yeah, and I'll discuss what is going on and why some situations with my podcast. You guys know Housewives of Atlanta. Going forward, it'll be just me. I will be a solo host. Which is probably going to be from now on. I'm done trying to do that. Long story, but you'll find out later. Which is fine. I'm going to do deep dives on our Housewives' biggest headlines, and also not. There we go. There. The biggest headlines, whatever they're like, the biggest headlines were for the season in each franchise, and I'll do that. I'm going to get it started soon, and I'll do it in June. I said I would have new episodes coming in June. So. Now, let's get into Atlanta. And then, like I said, I'm going to pull up some Bravo stuff, and we'll talk about that later. Let me know you guys can hear me. I think somebody's in the room. I'm not sure. Let me know you can hear me okay. And let me check. Actually, let me check my sound. I will be right back. Everything mic's working. Good. Here. I don't know if we do. Mike, are you working? Yes, everything's good. Good. Okay. All right. So this is Atlanta. Now, I don't know what you guys think. I am not really loving Atlanta right now. I was really excited for it at the very beginning. I really wanted them to take a page out of Miami's book. And when Lisa Hochstein got separated from Lenny and they rallied around her, all the ladies, like you should, that's what I wanted to see from Atlanta. Oh, hey, Lay. Hey, Shay. Oh, he's supposed to be like, hey, Shay. I just want to get everybody's opinion because I feel like Atlanta, I don't know. I feel like they're just, Kenya's not who I thought she was going to be. I wanted her to rally around Jake. I just don't feel like, any of the women are like actual true friends. That's how I feel. And I feel like Marlo, I loved Marlo, right? I loved Marlo when she was a friend of. And I was saying for a long time, like, give her a peach, she deserves a peach. And then for a while, it was like, she was good because she didn't, she was making the money. She was always filming, but she didn't have to work as much. Probably, like, the way she said it was like, she didn't have to work as much, but she was getting just enough press or something like that. And that she really didn't need the peaches. She's been on for so long. And I feel like ever since she got her peach, she's like gone off the rails. And I love her because she's honest, but I mean, the way she acts is wild. Like, they say Jekyll and Hyde. I don't think it's Jekyll and Hyde. I think she struggles with, like, her anger, with her temper and stuff. And she wants to be, a good person and not argue with people. And so, like, after she loses her shit, like, you notice, like, when she was sitting there with the ladies, she was getting very, like, annoyed. And this was the next morning before they had left, when Kenya had told them that she'd rather them leave, the ladies leave. And Marlo was there. And she's like, look, can we just forget about what happened yesterday? She goes, I don't even know what happened yesterday, because of what's going on with Kenya. And then she gets a little mad, and you can see it, but then she, like, all of a sudden, she's like, but I love you. I'm like, holy crap. I don't know. I guess I'll just get into the recap. That's going to be a short recap. I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm just going to give, like, a couple key points that went on through the episode, starting with them knocking on the door. Okay. They're at this hotel, and I think for some reason, Kenya doesn't want to tell them that they're doing, yes, that's true. I think that too. I feel like Kenya doesn't, I don't know why they need to feel like they need to know so bad. I don't know what the deal was with them wanting to know about the something about having to knock on her door that late at night because they're confused. They got kicked out of some event, and like they got kicked out of that event earlier, and like they go and they start banging on her door, and she has her, Marlo and Sheree are both kicking and knocking at that door, okay, just to get Kenya's attention, and she's dismissing everyone, and I understand, like, to me, I don't understand why they got kicked out. Does anybody know? Can somebody tell me why production got kicked out? Did they not let them know they were coming or something? I don't understand what happened there, but when Kenya was dismissing everybody, like, and Monetta and Sheree kicked the door. We saw her. They were all banging, and it was unnecessary, and it did not have to happen. And she threatens to call the cops, and I don't blame her. I mean, I don't think she really was, but like, it's crazy. She's like, I think at one point, Marlo said, "Put your daughter in the next room. We want to speak to you." Like, it was that important. I don't know what time of late night it was, but like, obviously she wasn't coming to the door. I don't think it was that important to ask her what her intentions were for the trip. So the next morning, so I think Kenya gets sick. She's really dizzy, and she has trouble breathing. She calls 911. She's in distress. She's rushed to the hospital, but like, when she calls 911, she mentioned that she just got over COVID. And I don't know what the COVID thing, like the long COVID, is that what it's called? Long COVID, maybe? She said she made something to do with that. I don't understand if she just had COVID the week before. Maybe she doesn't get as sick, but like, I wouldn't go on a trip. I don't know. But she was rushed to the hospital. And that had to the whole reason they were there was the Magic City Classic. I guess it was a game, right? Or something. And she was going to perform. And I guess that had to go. That had to get canceled, and they all, they had to leave. But I don't think they wanted to do that anyway. But let's move on to Candy. And I also, with Candy, I don't understand why. Who is it that's going after Candy so much? It was like, I guess I don't know. I thought that Candy and Sheree and Marlo, I thought everybody was cool. I don't know. I keep hearing all this stuff about Candy. Like, oh, it was Marlo. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm totally missing it. The Marlo thing situation with the nephew. Now, from what I understand, the nephew worked at Blaze, or one of the restaurants, and he met somebody there. They ended up being roommates. They had an altercation. He ended up getting murdered, right? And she has a problem with Candy not reaching out. Now, somebody can clear this up. Was he working there at the time that he was murdered? How long? And if he worked there, I'm not saying that doesn't. I mean, I don't know. To me, like, if he was working there at the time that he was murdered, by all means, yes, I think that Candy should have reached out. But I feel like maybe there's a bigger thing that we're not hearing, or we're not getting about this. Like, I don't really even know how long ago it was, and I'm confused too. I think Monetta said she was confused. It wasn't the shooting that they're talking about, the incident, right? That's not the shooting that just happened. Is it at Blaze or something? I don't know. I mean, I guess they say they have to find out why this keeps happening. It's the area that they're in, I guess. And the world's gone crazy. Like, everybody has gone nuts. So. But I feel like, I mean, I can understand, like, I know Marlo has a real deep history with, like, that we don't know about. And I feel like if she would bring that, like, I think we need to see more of that from her. Because when she talks about her family, there's so much we don't even, that we don't really hear, or we don't really focus on, that I think would humanize her more. Not that she's not human, but I think, because she's very, like, I feel like puts that smile on. And I know that she's got a dark, deep past, and it's not even like a past, it's just like the situations with her nephews and all. There's so much behind all that, and layers of history, that I feel like I want to know about Marlo. Like, I want to see her in the role of, like, a sister, the role of, like, an aunt, the role of a cousin, the role of, like, all that. I know she's the role of the aunt, but I want to see her with the rest of her family. But okay, so I'm going to move on to Candy and Todd, because I don't like what Mama Joyce does. I agree with Candy. It has to stop. It should have stopped year one. Now, as far as I know, like, right now, Todd's trying to pursue a career in the movie industry, but he's always wanted to work, right? She's relentlessly criticizing, and I think he feels like he gets lack of attention from Candy. But when they have their conversation and they talk about the thing with Mama Joyce, I feel like Todd does want Mama Joyce to, like, when he says, like, do you think she's doing that because she's playing into that role, or do you think she's playing, or do she really, like, feel that way about me? And I feel like that's a shame, because I don't know if he's really I don't think she really likes him. I don't like the things that she says. I don't like when Candy approached her and she said no, like she's being nice about him. I know she's trying, it's her mom, I get it. But Mama Joy's like talking about taking out the trash and stuff, like, lady, you live at your own house. Like, I know you don't live there, but like mind your business on how they raise their kids. I feel like Todd is a great husband. Candy's going to be with him forever. They have a solid relationship. Yes, I agree with Todd that Candy works way too much. I know that she likes, she everything she touches turns to gold. And I know that he definitely wants to do his own thing and he wants her support. And I feel like right now she doesn't do that. I don't want him to start to resent her. I don't know if he will, but I feel like that's what happened with Corey and Kim. You know what I mean? But we have Drew, so moving on to Drew is back. And knowing that we know now that they get divorced in the middle after all this, I feel so bad. I'm like watching every little thing. Like he took her to the hospital, right? She had the flu. She rejoins the group, and I guess the conversation that she has with Sheree is this, like, all these conversations, I guess they shift towards Marlo. Something about resentment with Candy, which I said is misplaced. And I'm sorry, my notes are backwards, guys. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Let me get back to my thing real quick. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, okay. So the thing with Todd and Candy. The movie that I know, I think they're a great fit too. So the movie that he's coming up with, it's called The Hall Pass. The only thing that bothers me about it is there was already a movie called Hall Pass, about the same thing. So I don't really know, I don't really understand. I don't know if it's just going to be, obviously it's not going to be the same movie, but I feel like we've already seen that movie. But maybe it'll be different because he's going to, it'll be from Candy's, production. I don't know. Maybe it'll be different. I don't know. What do you guys think? But my thing is too, if she's already working too much, I don't know. And the kids want them home too, like she said. I don't know why he would want to do that. I don't know. If he wants her to slow down, they want her to slow down and spend time with their kids. I don't know. Why are we gonna make more work for her? I guess I'm trying to say. But I feel like with Todd that I don't know if he competes with. Do you think he competes with her? I don't think he competes with her. But anyway, so we have back to Marlo. So we have Marlo back, right? And I don't understand. Marlo's anger towards Candy, like I said, is very misplaced. She wants to address it. I don't understand why. And I feel like it's just literally everybody's going after Candy this season, and it's crazy. Marlo somehow wants to bring up this incident that happened, but I don't know. I feel like Candy's got a lot of stuff going on, and I don't really know if she's gonna she's definitely not gonna fare well with that. But so Mama Joyce making all of these freaking comments about Todd. I don't really think he's the problem. Like I said, he's really not. But Mama Joyce says that they're going to go to counseling. And I feel like she stands by her man, and I think counseling is a good idea. But I feel like Mama Joyce, I don't know if she's going to be able to understand really where Candy's actually really coming from. And I don't think she's really going to take the counseling seriously. I don't know. I feel like she was. I don't know why she compared him to George Jefferson. What did you guys think about that, the George Jefferson stuff? It's so crazy. I don't even, George Jefferson, does she mean he's moving on up? I don't know. But anyway, so when we get to Drew, she's getting out of the hospital, and she has the flu, and then you see what's his face there? Her husband, who's obviously a divorce person. He leaves her. But I don't feel that he ever really loved her. You know what I mean? I feel like he is a narcissist, and Ralph definitely is somebody that he's just Kenya's husband. What was his name? Whoever Kenya's husband was. I always forget his name. He doesn't even deserve for us to say his name. But the way that Kenya had rallied around Drew in the very beginning, and actually stuck up for her last season, that gave me hope that she understood exactly where Marlo was coming from and how she felt, and how Marlo couldn't explain what it was that Ralph does. Like, it's that manipulation and that gaslighting, the narcissism and all that. And I guess you just don't have the name for it. And when Kenya said, like, hey, this is what's going on, blah, 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 don't talk to her like that or something like that. Or you don't let her speak or something. And it was like, Drew's face was like, oh my God, finally somebody understands. And I feel like Drew has gone through her entire marriage walking on eggshells. Like, remember when they were sitting at that dinner and it was like this beautiful dinner that he like did for her, and I guess love bombed her. And I think she said one thing about feelings, like she wanted to talk about their marriage. And he turned and he said, like, you don't even deserve a Lunchable. Like, he just goes to that anger place. It's like she literally has to watch what she says. So I don't know. I feel like it was inevitable for their divorce. And I don't know. I just feel bad for that. I just feel bad for Drew, because I feel like it wasted 30 years of her life. Harold never married, 15 years of her life. But she says she's too old. She's like 30 years. I'm like, you didn't waste 30 years, honey. She said that in an interview. She didn't. She's a beautiful young lady, like woman. Like, she looked amazing. But I know that Marlo said that they wanted to, they were going back home. They never even went to the game because of, Kenya went home. So they didn't even do that. So they didn't do the Kenya more hair care. And when they get back home, they're supposed to keep that same energy, but it's not going to happen. And I do want to talk about what's her name too, Sonia, how do you say her name? With her family. I agree that they have to have their own place. It is hard to live with your family. Sonia. I can't say her name. It's hard to live with your family, and especially if you have been kind of supporting them, and then they're actually working for you too. Like, that's I don't know. I feel like that's hard. And I don't blame her for wanting them. They need their own space, but then for them to quit also and just leave her high and dry, that was hurtful. That's really freaking hurtful. And I didn't like that part at all. I didn't understand why it had to be like that. So what are you supposed to say to the family that's living with you that you've been helping out? Like, I don't know if they had like a timeline and they said within this amount of time, you guys get your own place. But I feel like their house has been like, their house is big enough, and then they love to have their family there. But, then you have them working too and working together, and it wasn't working. And I feel bad that they just up and quit on her. Like, what the heck? And I feel like her family, I don't know if they got too comfortable there, but to sit there and dog her when she's your boss and she's funding everything you do, that's horrible. I felt really bad. And then, you know what? Like, I hope we find out like later on that they actually did work things out, because as much as I like the show, I don't know. Like, I'm going through the notes right now, and it's like everything I've already basically went all over the place talking about nothing. I feel like, what do you guys think we're going to do with the show though? Like, I feel like they're very jealous of each other. Like Shay said, they're actually very jealous of each other. And that's like the underlying thing with Kenya and Marlo. For some reason, they are always a competition, and they actually could be good friends. And I'm not feeling Sheree. I'm going to put my notes. I can't even understand my notes. Sorry. I love you, Gab, but for some reason, I don't understand my notes today. Gabby, Gabby does my notes for me. But I'm just going to talk to you stuff, because I don't understand what the hell is written on here, or what you put on here. It's hey, where'd I go? Oh no. You guys can probably still hear me, right? Hold on. Where'd I go? No, wrong camera. That is oh my God, that's the wrong camera. Hold on, guys. That is a laptop camera. Let me switch cameras. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys. Oh, I'm back. There we go. Okay. I did say I was going to talk about other Bravo stuff. It doesn't. I know. Hi, Aaron. I love it. Let me say hi to everybody in the chat. Hey, Kevin. Would you stop saying that? I don't know what town you're talking about. Stop saying that. I don't live there. We don't live there anymore. I haven't lived there in years. That's not to say that. Yeah, we don't do that stuff. We don't do personal information, especially like stuff that's not relevant. Hi, everybody. Sorry, guys. Let me get that off there. Of course, I freaking out stuck. Okay. Let's all be, you're going to Nashville. Why are you going to Nashville, Shay? Yeah, I see jealousy too. Okay, we're not even going to, let's move on to like Bravo talk because I feel like, I don't know, this Atlanta stuff isn't like doing anything for me. Let's get into like Bravo chat. I'm going to just go on some headlines and talk about what's been going on. I'm not doing Jersey this week. Like I told you guys, I don't know if I told you, I'm going to do Jersey next week when Dana Wilkie will be live again with Thea. I will be in the chat again. I'm so disappointed that we could not discuss what I need to discuss and what I want cleared up. And so you guys can know the content creator that Louie and Teresa were, I don't know what this person or what this content creator got in return. I really don't know that answer yet. I don't know what one deems worthy of being a little snitchy rat, and being like a little like flying monkey, basically. Like you're just another flying monkey. It's crazy. What does one deem worthy? What does that mean? Like how much what is it worth to get in bed with somebody like Louis Ruelas? Dude, did you hear about that? Oh my God, let's talk about that. Did you guys hear about that restraining order? How wild is that? How wild. Let me read it to you. Let me just read this to you. He is married to Teresa. Louis Ruelas, married to Teresa. And he had somebody stalking his ex-fiance in February. What? What, dude? Wow. And like we could say, right? Like Kempire was telling the story. And he's like, like what, we can sit there and say, yeah, okay, lady, well, let's prove it, let's prove it. Dude is denying it. Let me read you the story. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Somebody sent it to me. You know what? I sent it to you. Let me open it up. This is from page 6. So page 6 reports this 15 minutes before the reunion is going to air. Okay? According to page 6. Oh, God, please let me be able to open this. Guys, I'm so sorry. I should have had this, people send me this stuff, and I don't know why I don't know how I can't open it. Oh, God, I'm sorry. This is crazy, though. Louis Ruelas' ex-fiance files restraining order, blah, blah, blah. Oh, my God. Okay. All right, let me find it somewhere else. This is crazy. Guys, I'm supposed to have myself all together here, but it's not working out that way. I know it's in here somewhere. But, so, the story is basically, so she's a therapist. Her name is Vanessa. We've heard a lot about her, okay? A lot about her. And in February, she's a therapist, a licensed therapist dealing with narcissism and I don't know, those kind of behaviors, abusive behaviors. And he had somebody from Bo Dietl's company, who was Bo Dietl's that private investigator, pretend to be a patient at her place and be a patient of hers. And she was talking about Louis and asking her questions about Louis and about like the relationship, like crazy freaking, like would you get back with him, your ex, Louis Ruelas? And she's like, this is weird. Like, why is this girl asking about my relationship? And I don't know if she goes into it like, like talking about her experience with it or something. Dude, it's wild. And like Italy, like she was going there for about a month, right? And then she ran her the credit card to pay one time. And that credit card for some reason did not go through. And she's like, okay, well now I got to file like, the credit, like a credit police or whatever, like collections. She goes to file collections. She finds out the girl's name is a fake name, which I hope when I get into this article that we have this girl's name. Now here it is. Oh my God, it came up right away. Okay, who else? Oh my God. Okay. Vanessa Reiser files restraining order against harassment complaints. Now, guys, I'm getting this from page 6, but okay. He has been hit with a restraining order. Louis Ruelas, whatever. I call him Blue Dog. Has been hit with a restraining order from ex-fiance Vanessa Reiser, who claimed that he has been harassing her. The allegation is that Louis hired Richard Bo Dietl, who we know he runs his mouth about Beetle, private investigation company, to place his documented employee, Elaine Boxer, fraudulent name, Elaine Boxer, as a fraudulent undercover covert plant. Oh, using the fake name Elena Birkenheimer. Wow. As a fraudulent undercover covert. Oh my God. To stalk, harass, and otherwise appear as a patient of my client under false pretenses. Reiser's attorney, Douglas Anton, exclusively told US Weekly and page 6, that alleging that Ruelas 48 attempting to intimidate the licensed therapist who specializes in narcissistic abuse. Anton claimed that Boxer, the woman, the fake person, had visited Reiser 3 or 4 times as a patient, meaning that she strangely asked about the psychologist's past relationship with the Housewives of New Jersey personality, Louis Ruelas, which is confidential information. I don't know, something. Ultimately, she got a restraining order against him out of fear before. But so it says the manner in which the fraudulently invaded her profession raises the level of fear, and that even with the prior civil restraint orders, agreements in place, they already have one, that modify that he and she are mutually not to have this type of conduct to or against each other, and he seemingly acts with contempt of the same. The New Jersey-based lawyer says he has got to stop. It is very clear, the 100% documented evidentiary fact that this woman was faked being a patient of the client for several sessions, and dates all the way back to February 2023, which is only 3 months ago. Right? An employee of Bo Dietl. The only question is whether or not it is reasonable to suspect the defendant hired Dietl for the purpose. Of course he did. Why would Bo Dietl just send a random person to be her thing? So my whole thing is he's denying it. He's saying that it was he can't wait to defend himself in court and to validate or not, whatever, like, you know what I mean. He makes me so mad. Oh my God, Teresa Giudice, she has not addressed the claims, it says, or the restraining order. Dietl, who describes, the lawyer describes as a well-respected investigator, previously denied being hired where he was to investigate Giudice's co-stars, which we know that he did. He might not have paid them, but he did something. He hasn't addressed them either, but he hasn't addressed this thing yet. So if Mr. Ruelas is a man's man, as I believe him to be, okay, he will fall on his own sword, save his friend's reputation as a private investigator, protect the young female employee from having her credibility destroyed, and admit that he did this. Give it a legal, non-harassing reason why, and have the lawyer communicate that to my office that he is sorry and that he will not conduct this behavior any longer with my client. And if it is reasonable, she feels comfortable enough to, then her fears are still validated, and harassment, intimidation, she might go from put a criminal thing against them. Criminal. Oh wow, that's crazy. It's already criminal. So yeah, Us Weekly basically gave this story, but Page 6 dropped it right before the reunion. 15 minutes before the reunion. So what do you guys think about that? Now, I'm very clear on I have not been a Louis fan. I for one feel like that Teresa, it's not that Andy doesn't want Teresa to go. He doesn't want Melissa to go. He wants Louis to go. And we will find out exactly what's going to happen. This pause is going to have to be a permanent pause, I think. I don't know. They definitely don't want him back. He's an absolute nightmare. But yeah, that's one thing. Anybody have any thoughts on that? I know there's not anybody here. Sorry, guys. I haven't been here in a while, so it's probably going to take. I'll be back tomorrow and Friday. And I did post this, so I don't know. But hey, guys. Yeah, she should be very concerned. How is she going to accept that he was asking somebody to ask about their relationship with somebody else when he's already married to Teresa? Like, what in the world? I don't understand. Like, what is he, if he wants to be back with Vanessa, why is he with Teresa? You know what I mean? I can put my face. Why is he with Teresa? You know? And there's so many things that you guys are going to find out. And listen, Dana Wilkie, she's going to fill in the blanks for you. She's got proof. She's got receipts. It's not like she's just going to go in there and just accuse somebody of something. She's got proof. So, of the things that Louis did. Pizzagate's a mess. And listen, the people that are watching this, I don't even think you shouldn't really even have to ask whose side you're on. We're way past that. We got to worry about Teresa's safety. Louis Ruelas, became her manager after he promised her he wouldn't have to. He screamed at us at the reunion last year. She never has to work again. Okay, then why'd you become her manager if she never has to work? She doesn't have to work. I'm sorry. When you became her manager, you became her manager. That means she has to work. That means you need to make money off of her. She needs to work for you to make money, right? I don't know what else you're doing, your digital marketing thing. Hell, I mean, my God, are you Jen Shah? I'm like, holy crap. And the place is not even, I don't know, is that the place that's not even open? Or I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I don't think it's there anymore. If it is, I don't know. And like, what did you guys think about I really should be talking about Jersey. What did you guys think about the Frankie thing? Holy crap, dude. Let me just make this one thing clear. Dolores is not protecting Teresa. She's protecting her family. So when Dolores doesn't put Teresa in her place when it has to do with stuff like that, she's just protecting her family. She's not protecting Teresa. What we can count on is you see John Fuda's face and you see Frank's face. They ain't playing. They're not playing. And I just got to know that they got that. They got this, if you know what I mean. Like, Louis threatening people, screaming at people. Oh, he's some tough guy, some wise guy. Real tough guys and wise guys don't do it on camera. They don't talk about it. You're not going to see them coming. So you got a real problem, my friend. And, I really hope that this content creator that you were in contact with and given all this information, Mr. Louis and Teresa, I really hope to God that they didn't get my personal information. She didn't give them my personal information. Because she had it for obvious reasons, So what else is going on? What else is going on in Bravo World? Guys, give me some topics. I'm looking. I see them, but let's go. So we got Vanderpump tonight. Oh my God. Vanderpump, what, like an hour? Oh my God. That's going to be awesome. What did you guys think about Joe Giudice on Velvet Rose? Did you guys hear that? I feel like Joe Giudice is loyal to his family, loyal to Teresa. I don't think he really cares about what's going on. I think he thinks it's all bullshit too. And as far as the thing with Teresa telling everybody that now she's backtracking. First she said Caroline put her in jail. Caroline made the call. And then Joey and Melissa made the call. Now she's saying that they were hanging out with the people that they committed mortgage fraud against, which is Joe's ex-boss or ex-partner. You know what I mean? When you commit mortgage fraud, Teresa, and you put your name, when you fraudulently sign your name, if you don't satisfy that mortgage, you get caught. And then when you get caught, this court system goes, wait a minute, you're not Monica Chacon or Joe Chacon or whatever his name is, Chacon. You're Teresa Giudice and this blah, blah, blah. And they find out that they have a mortgage in their name that's not being satisfied. And that's mortgage fraud. And then when you promise that you're going to pay it, so you don't get, so he doesn't, so you don't get in trouble, he's nice enough to let you satisfy it and you don't do it, that's when you get caught. That's how you got caught. Monica Chacon, okay, Teresa? And I want you to come out and say that I saw the 302, and the 302, which is the discovery, said that my brother Joe Gorga is the one who made the first initial thing. I want her to say that. But she's not going to because she's backtracking. Now they were hanging out with the people, the partner that they committed mortgage fraud against. Teresa, you did it. You put yourself in prison. Your brother didn't call the cops on you. He didn't make the initial call. And if they reached out to him, that's only because they reached out to everybody in the family. It's called investigation. He's not going to throw you under the bus, and I don't think he did. But he didn't make the initial call like you think, like you're trying to make everybody believe. He did not do that, and neither did Melissa. It would be on the 302. They would have a trail of how they got to where they got to, how they knew that what you did. This happened, this person said this, or even if they didn't investigate CI1, CI2, you'd figure out who the CIs were, okay? People, places, you would figure it out. But it's just crazy. Like, I'm trying to be fair here, but it's kind of hard. How can you be fair when she's so delusional? But what else is going on in reality TV? Let's see. I'm so excited for a minute, but what do you think the secret is? Do we even know yet? Has anybody said, I feel like we've been talking about this for we haven't talked about it for weeks. But what do you guys think it's going to be? I'm pretty sure that I feel like it's going to be that they were having this affair much longer than they said. I feel like when Raquel answers the questions about how long it started, she's already robotic, right? But I feel like it's very rehearsed. And of course she does. She rehearsed all her lines. But I feel like the fact that she's like, it started the day, she said, they keep saying around the girls' trip, but I don't think that's true. I really don't. I don't think so. And, and the other thing I thought maybe was that Lisa Vanderpump knew longer than we thought. And if that's true, that would suck. Because what would make them not want to sign contracts or wait to sign contracts? You know what I mean? Like, I just can't think of what it would be, except, I don't know. What are they just going to be a little, I don't know, man. I feel like if James hears that, oh my God. So that means, like, if it was going on when RHOA was happening, oh my gosh. But, all right, I'm going to go to page 6 right now and see what's going on over there. There's like nobody here. I know, I suck. Sorry. I should have checked my notes before. I don't know why. I usually do, but I didn't check them. They're not, I couldn't understand them. I think, and also I watched the show 3 times today, and I just feel like it didn't, I don't know. I'm not excited about Atlanta. Oh God, and Teresa, she goes nuts. She starts screaming whore, like blah blah blah, at Margaret. Like, that's a person that acts like that, literally, like when they're making the most noise in the room, when they're being backed into a corner and she runs out like a crazy person, and you know that they're wrong. But I don't know. Page 6 isn't telling us anything either. Okay, so what I'm doing tomorrow, I'm going to do a OC catch-up since OC starting, and I'm really excited about it. Only because I'm tired of Jersey, and that's what's on right now. I'm tired of talking about it. I just want that. It's been a nightmare for me this whole season. You know, behind the scenes and during it's aggravating to watch, just like it's aggravating for everybody else. I get caught up in the comment sections, not our comments, but like on Instagram, and I find myself arguing, which is stupid. I don't get paid, you know. I don't get paid enough to argue with you people. And then when you find out that the tree stumps that you're arguing with are all the same person, it's all the same. Like, it's like 4 parts. It's like 5 accounts are one person. I was like, are you kidding me? Damn it. How come I didn't figure that out? But like the way that they speak, I guess, or text, the way that they're improper English, I should have figured it out, because they all sound very uneducated. So, all right, so we have everything Vicki Govinson has said about Tamara Judge. So now I am on US Weekly. I'm going on to OC stuff. Now, let's see. Everything Vicki Govinson has said about Tamara's return to... Vicki's always so jealous, man. Vicki is so jealous. I feel like with OC, whenever whoever's not on the show, the other 2 are against them. So it says, trouble in the OC. When Bravo announced that Tamara Judge returned to the Real Housewives of Orange County, at least one person wasn't totally thrilled, Vicki. Dakota Insurance founder left the original Housewives franchise in 2020, which we know, and said goodbye. She wanted to become a friend of. She said no. It's been an incredible ride for 14 years, blah, 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 and she leaves. So Tamara left the series that same month, and then she goes and she starts the podcast with Teddy. And she starts talking a lot of shit on everybody on the cast. But Vicki also gets very jealous about that. But they offered her a part-time role, and she said no. But anyway, so now it's 2 years later, and Tamara's returned, and she's going to be there in this whole entire season. And she's with Shannon Bedour, obviously. And I was like, that's crazy. I feel like Tamara definitely gave us a different side of her when she was at Dorinda's Drunkendas. And I actually started to like her then. But I'm glad that she's back. But Vicki's very jealous. She said that Tamara's return is not good news for her. And nobody talks to me any longer. And Vicki's like, I'm not coming out. She said crazy bunch of stuff. Jill Zarin also said the 2 T's in a pod would be back too. And I agree with her too. I knew Tamara was going to come back. But I also knew that goddamn Vicki was not going to be happy. Of course, you know. So go fuck yourself, Jill Zarin. You're 30 years. Oh my God, Tamara. Oh. All right, well, let's get off that subject. Sorry, guys. I'm not, I was trying to be back last week, but that didn't happen. My yard's getting torn up right now. I'm getting a new fence. I'm getting everything that I was planning on doing for the summer, but it's all just happening at once. So I've been outside a lot. So that's why I haven't been here. And Schwartz says here we go. Schwartz says he's taking a break. He's taking a break from Scandal. Tom Schwartz versus okay. Oh, this was a freaking clickbait. So he says he's taking time apart. So now I'm reading. I'm still on US Weekly. So I'm saying US Weekly taking time apart. This is 2 hours ago. Tom Schwartz got candid about how the aftermath of Tom Sandoval's cheating scandal has impacted their friendship. He made a big mess, and he left it for us to clean up. Back at the businesses, the Schwartz and Sandy's co-founder 40 said to Jax Taylor and Brady Cartwright during the June 7th episode of The Couples When Reality Hits with Jax and Brittany's podcast. It's hard for me not to be resentful of him. I'm definitely taking a break from Tom right now. I haven't seen him in a while. This is Schwartz on talking about Sandoval. When news first broke, that Sandoval and Ariana called it quits. After nearly a decade, they didn't call it quits. He got caught cheating, so knock it off, this U.S. Weekly. He didn't call it quits. They got caught cheating. He had an affair with Raquel Leviss, whatever. Schwartz publicly showed his support for Tom Sandoval in the Most Extras Frontman 40 and faced backlash for it. Of course he did. While chatting with his former co-stars on Wednesday, the Minnesota native revealed that he felt used and exploited by Sandoval in the aftermath of the drama. I do love Tom. I took it to heart, everything he told me about Ariana. He confessed. Now that I've heard her side of the story, oh, this is making me mad. She has vehemently denied all this stuff. Schwartz. So now Schwartz and Raquel both were believing the bullshit that was coming out of Sandoval's mouth? Come on. Were you not around Ariana to know that that's bullshit? This is what makes me mad. That they both pretended they couldn't just go to Ariana. You know, God, I says, why Schwartz didn't get into the specifics about what his business partner told him about their relationship. Yes, he did. He told us that he knew about the one-night stand in August when it happened. Then he thought that they took a break, and he says it wasn't linear. And now we know that it wasn't linear because they took a 3-week break. You don't take a break when you're freaking having an affair. Take a break when you're Ross and Rachel and you have a relationship. It's not called a break. And it was only for 3 weeks. It was a boner break is what you took. And so it was linear. And so, yeah, Tom, and you were double dating with him. So, he was put in a bad position, but, he should definitely be taking a break from him. So he says, the stars of Mars. Oh, I forgot. The stars of Mars star, talking about him. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, my God. Hey, Shay. Hey, Terry. Hi, Summer. Happy birthday. How old are you? Guys, Summer's new. I haven't seen Summer here. We have a new subscriber, guys. What is your birthday? When's your birthday? How old are you going to be? And, tell us. Do you like Vanderpump? Do you like Jersey? Do you like Housewives? Are you just trying to see what I'm doing? Just kidding. Happy birthday. I wish I had somebody up here to sing happy birthday for you because I'm a horrible singer. But, yeah, so stars on Mars. I guess that's where you'll be 24. Oh, God, you're young. Good for you. Good for you. Thank you for coming, by the way. Yes, happy birthday. Guys, so in the midst of my backyard, I got a splinter. I can't even hold my finger up. A splinter went down into my nail. It's underneath my natural nail. I had to get my nails off. My finger is throbbing right now. It feels like it's 5 times too big. It's definitely infected. And I can't get the splinter out because it's under my nail. And I refuse to go have somebody stick a freaking needle in my arm to freaking numb it, to get the needle. But it hurts really bad right now. And I'm not going to show you because it looks really bad. You're going to be like, don't show me. It's bad. And what are you doing for your birthday? You're just hanging out? Oh, I appreciate you being here. I'm just talking. Look, so I already talked about Atlanta. I really couldn't get into my notes. They were horrible. Yes, good idea. Terry, it's right down my nail. It's like, if you look at my nail, oh my God, it hurts really bad right now. Yeah, it got worse. My husband's screaming at me for 2 days. It happened 2 days ago, guys. It's bad. Yeah. So Sandoval and Schwartz are on a break. Ross and Rachel are on a break. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of over this. He says, Schwartz, first of all, Ariana, I love you. And I know you don't love me right now. This is Schwartz to Ariana, but I still love you and also Tom. I know the world hates him, but I'm not going to be, oh yeah, we already heard about this. Look. Did I want him to tell on his friend? No. What I wanted him to do was tell his friend to do the right thing and not co-sign the crap. You know what I mean? Don't hang out with him when he's doing it. Don't co-sign him and Raquel Raquel. And guys, I don't know if you guys are if you're not on Dana Wilkie's Patreon, you guys should be. She has on there, and she might have given some of the interview on YouTube, an interview with Raquel's pageant manager, somebody that knows Raquel really well. Rachel Raquel, I'm calling her Raquel again. Rachel Raquel, and explained her, basically tried to put I'm giving her a human voice. She explains her a lot. I definitely think you guys, if you're not joined on Dana's Patreon, you should. Oh my God. I'm telling you, between All About the Tea and All About the Truth, whatever, and Dana Wilkie, she knows everything. Everything. It's crazy. She found everything out that I needed to know. She put the pieces together for me, and I didn't even realize it. But yeah, she has a lady on there, and it's actually Thea, who is all about, no, is it Your Moms Are Watching account. If you guys have not, yes, I know, 2 days. Is that bad? Is my finger gonna fall off? My finger's gonna fall off. My finger's gonna fall off. I think my finger's gonna fall off. Is it bad that it's throbbing? I have wait. I have that stuff that you soak it in. Peroxide over here somewhere. So while I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I'm gonna put it like that. And the Band-Aid, no, like when you put a Band-Aid on it, and you try to take it on, it hurts. Oh god. It's not because there's a cut. Look at the splinter. Can you say it? You can't say my tattoo. But it's not a tattoo, that's a splinter in my nail. Yep. Oh yeah, there's a tattoo, but I don't know if you can see the splinter. See the other dark? Oh, you can't. It's just bad. It's really bad. Nobody wants to see that. Where's my peroxide? Hold on, it's over here. I'll do that while I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, so. Summer, what do you do? Watch Real Housewives of New Jersey. I want to know what you think about Louis Ruelas and this whole strangler thing. Isn't that insane? That's insanity to me. I know you're my mama bear. I know. I'm scared. Now I'm scared. Because you know what? It didn't hurt yesterday. It went away. It didn't come out, but it didn't hurt. And then today, maybe because like I did my makeup and stuff, so my hand, like I had to take videos off. And like maybe the makeup got in it, and that's why it's hurting. Don't say that. I don't want to. I don't understand. I am okay. It's bubbling. That's good, right? I mean, bubbling because it's getting the infection. If there's any dirt or something in there, right? Is that what's happening? Okay. I'm scared. I'm gonna have to get it out. Yes. I think that I'm gonna to my friend's a mom. She's got like 11 kids. She said she's just gonna tie my arm down because she does this all the time. She said, I'm literally just going to tie your arm down, and you're going to have to just give me like 2 seconds to get it out. She's like, I'll get it out in 2 minutes, but you're going to have to literally give me your arm. She was trying to do it yesterday, and I was like, no. And then she's like, I'm going to have to tie you down. Sorry to tell you this. We're going to have to tie you down. Yeah, Tara, I got to get it out. It's definitely not wanting. Yeah, it definitely doesn't want to be there. Guys, it was so bad. So, like pilings, like on the beach, there's wooden pilings. I have them all in my backyard. All I did was I was putting a speaker on it, and my hand, and I mean, it didn't just nick it. It went I felt every freaking second of that of this. I haven't felt pain like this. Oh yeah, I have Epsom salt. Is it gonna burn it? Guys, it hurts bad. Anyway, I need to know what you guys. I don't know. Louis is a psycho. He's a crazy man. And I think Teresa's in danger. I'm not laughing at that. I just, Terry, that was really good. Yeah, I can't fuck around. Yeah, I can't fuck around with this. Oh, shit. Sorry. I just said shit. Oh, well. Hey, it's 48 minutes. I don't know if I cursed, but I think if I did, I'd think I went 48 minutes without cursing. But, oh, guys, sorry this live is so boring. But I'm going to be back with OC Catch Up tomorrow, because it's coming up. And then Friday, it is scented. It is. And then I'm going to do Vanderpump on Friday. And I want a panel. So ladies, Larja, ladies, Terry, I know Terry, I would love Terry to come up here and tell us what she thinks, but we'll talk you into it one day. So I need my panel girls, my people that are probably going to listen to this after. I need you guys, because we're going to discuss all of Vanderpump on Friday. And yes, I will show up. No, I'm not going to flake. Sorry that I've been doing that. I will definitely be there. Oh my God, my finger hurts bad, guys. It's not good. This isn't good. This is really fucking not good. I'm scared. Terry, I'm scared. Do you think I should take it out myself? Do you think I'm going to get it out myself? Yeah. Not good. Yeah, not good. It's affected. Okay. I realize that now. So yeah, I'm gonna hang up now. I can take care of this. Thank you guys for being here. It fucking hurts. Thank you for being here. I'm glad that I didn't forget about Jersey. I'm not gonna talk about it this week. It's kind of pointless until it's loose. Okay. I'm going to soak it in the hot water now. Why did I have to go under my nail? The fuck did I have to go under my nail? It's bad. It hurts. I don't want this pain anymore. I'm going to have to get it out. Okay. Guys, comment, like, subscribe. Sorry this is a boring recap. I'm not going to tell you what I always say. Oh, I'm going to get it together, because I'm never going to get it together. I'm never going to. Love you all. But, yeah, I'll talk to you soon. And like I said, let me know what you think. I'll be back tomorrow. Love you. Oh, bye, Twitter. I see you. There's a lot of people on Twitter.